My child has a disability and seems to be struggling a little bit in school with things like being able to focus and complete their work. Is there a way for them to get extra support?
Well, Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 is a federal law designed to protect the rights of individuals with disabilities and programs and activities that receive federal financial assistance. Section 504 requires a school district to provide a free and appropriate public education, or FAPE, to each eligible student in its jurisdiction, regardless of the nature or severity of the disability.
So what would that process be to get a 504 plan for my child?
Well, there's no specific laws that cover the 504 process, other than you cannot discriminate. For that reason, each district will have their own process and coordinator.
Okay, so how do I qualify for that, or my child?
To qualify under Section 504, a student must have a disability, and that disability must limit a major life function. A student is determined to have a disability if he or she has a physical or mental impairment affecting the body system. This impairment or disability must substantially limit one or more major life activities. There's a long list of major life functions. Some are the obvious ones, like walking and breathing, sleeping and eating. At school, it could also include reading, concentrating, communicating, and learning.
So then what does the school do to see if that's going to benefit my child?
Well, the school must conduct an evaluation to determine if the student has a disability, as defined under this act. Based on the documented information from varied sources, decisions must be made by a group of school personnel who are knowledgeable about the child, the meaning of the data, and the placement options.
So the school and my child's teacher said that my child did qualify for a 504. How is that going to help them?
So when a child is determined to be eligible for services under a 504, the school must eliminate barriers to his or her access to full participation in school activities, including the general education curriculum. Barriers often are eliminated by providing accommodations to the student. Accommodations must give the child equal opportunities, consider his or her functional limitations, and offer different ways to show what he or she knows. Examples of accommodations include testing in a quiet room, preferred seating, digital textbooks, tailored homework assignments, maybe access to visual aids, oral or printed directions, or even a sign language interpreter for a track meet.
So how do I get more information if my child starts needing more? If the 504 might not be enough.
Well, first you would want to meet with your child's teacher and the 504 coordinator to discuss your concerns. If further concerns are being seen, then perhaps a special education evaluation should be completed to see if your child qualifies for special education services through an IEP or individualized education plan.
Thank you so much for sharing that information.
You are so welcome.